Let the truth talk to us. Let the truth talk, truth talk to us. You just gotta listen.
Real talk that we talk about.
You just gotta listen.
Hey, all you truth seekers out there, welcome back to another episode of your favorite podcast, Truth Talks. I'm your host, Crazy Bone.
What's happening? I'm the co-host, Keith G.
Yes, indeed. So on this particular episode here, bro, we're gonna, I wanna do something a little different since we have, since we have the capabilities now, you know what I'm saying? We in a whole different setting. Hope y'all like our new, Chateau.
Yeah, welcome to the new Chateau, El Bad Neighbor.
You know what I'm saying? So
cut that though.
No, but a few years ago, we had when we had our show on Digital Soapbox Network, and we did a show on the topic, and that topic was Agenda 21.
Yeah.
And some of y'all may remember this. Now this Agenda 21 was supposed to be a plan that the United Nations was on. And we decided to do a show about it, and dive deep into it.
Oh yeah.
But I do want to say, I think I've said this before on our podcast. When we did that show back then, well, I'll say this. You know what I'm saying? You might want to say something else. You know what I'm saying? I didn't fully, you know what I'm saying? On the episode, I mentioned in the beginning that I did a lot of research, but apparently I didn't do enough. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, because there's some things on there that I wouldn't agree with now.
Right.
We spoke about the summit they had at the Earth Summit.
Yeah, over there in Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah, the Earth Summit. It was in
92.
92, yeah. We spoke about that. It was a big secret meeting, and these people's plan was to somehow just control everything. Just like control people, control the water, control plants, and then, as I started, like thinking about it, I'm like, bro, they already do that.
Right, man. You know what I'm saying?
They already do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like some of this stuff we don't want, like, I know a lot of y'all thought that our show was going to be about conspiracy theories.
Yeah, and all that.
But as I started looking into these conspiracy theories, I'm like, I'm trying to find the truth in these. Now, some of it, some of it may be obvious and like some of it, but like none of it, there's no solid evidence on anything. So instead of doing a show to where we're talking about conspiracy theories and, things that we don't have any evidence of,
right, we
decided to take our show in a whole different direction and talk about God and the Bible.
Word.
Because we know that's truth.
Period.
And we know, I know for a fact that I can prove everything that I say from there.
Mm-hmm.
This whole conspiracy theories, not so much. But I think people really use it because, people try to like encourage us to, do this conspiracy theory because for the views.
Yeah, numbers and all that.
But the kind of show we have now, like we not, that's not our main drive.
Nah.
We want to get as many people listening to our show for the message, yes, because everybody has to hear that message. But we're not doing it based on views or likes.
None of that.
Or trying to get rich off this show because, like, this ain't even our show.
Talk to him.
God put us here.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so we're not like trying to knock down no doors, like, give us some money. You know what I'm saying? If it comes, it comes. But we good because we've been doing this for almost 10 years.
Real talk, bro.
Like, for nothing. For nothing.
Yep.
Just for the word. Now, to get into some of those topics we talked about, I think they was talking about, like I said, taking over the world. They was talking about the chemtrails as well.
Yeah.
The chemical trails.
Yeah, man. That was some of the first things that we were seeing. Because, when we was little kids, we always used to see, like, airplanes going up in the air and skywriting and all that kind of stuff. But later on in life, chemical trails is something that, people would be, scared that they Government's flying airplanes over their, areas, putting things inside the air that just, affects humans. You know what I mean?
I mean, I mean, you never know. You know what I'm saying? They can do that. I'm quite sure they have used that as a military tactic before.
Oh yeah.
In combat, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, like there's no evidence. Again, there's no evidence, but we can't put it past them.
I wouldn't put it past them because
look, like when they did it, what they did when they came over here and gave the passed diseases on to the Indians and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I mean, the shystiness is there.
It definitely is. You said they're already doing it in one aspect, and they pretty much are. I mean, look, this is pretty much what this kind of thing is now. I'm gonna try to break it into a little nutshell of what this thing could be now, and what it, the pose of what it should be, in an aspect, and what it shouldn't be. Mm-hmm. If we say I'm a parent, I'm in the house, I got children, I'm having some problems, me and the wife having some problems and stuff. We got children that's 5 and 6 years old. They don't understand these kinds of things, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And we don't want to alarm them about certain things. So we're going to keep our adult business to do what we need to be doing. And we're going to kind of keep it away from them. Mm-hmm. They may not know exactly what's going on. That's cool. But in America, I'm not your child. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that you feel, don't huddle up in no meeting room and discuss what's going on in the laws of the land without me being there or a representative being there. Sneaking off to these Bilderberg groups or to these Geneva meetings like that, where no press can be there most of the time, you know what I'm saying? And they're discussing social economic things. They're discussing how many people going to be here. You know what I'm saying? How many people, because that's why they use these words sustainable and all that kind of stuff like that. Because they basically, when they say sustainable, they're trying to say there ain't enough room for me and you to be here. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, conspiracy or not, and the kind of people that we are, we believers in God. So we don't have to worry about those things and whoever is. But there is an agenda that man wants to do because they do want to dominate. And this is the situation that we're in now because they think that they need to make the laws for us like we're little children. And we can't even be over there to say nothing about the water or the ozone layer. Hell, I ain't never seen no ozone layer, but they're going to tell us it's broke.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so it's the chemtrails, and it was the
environmental area.
The population control, the depopulation.
That's major.
I mean, to some extent, you know what I'm saying. I feel like I said, it's probably being done. Will anybody ever prove something like that? Probably not. Even though it's already underway.
Right.
Because they would, like nobody knows what really COVID was supposed to be.
That's what I was about to say. Look how many people died in between the time we did Agenda 21. We did that about 5 years ago or 4 years ago. We did that before COVID, before we even heard of a pandemic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
that's true.
Look at the casualties afterwards. Look how many people died from COVID. Look how many people were depopularized from that. Look at that little experiment like that, saying it was born somewhere else and things of that nature. I don't know where it even came from. A bat bit a rat somewhere, and they said that in China somewhere, blamed it on them?
No, but I don't know where it came from, but I just know it was here.
Yeah.
It wreaked havoc.
A lot of people lost their lives over that.
You know what I'm saying? I lost a few friends, and, I just know it was real. But, it's still knowing all these things, what could be happening, what they could be doing. I mean, like, every worldly empire, there has not been one world rulership that was built on nice guys.
Nah.
We're going to be honest with you guys and tell you everything. We're going to build this place up for everyone to live.
Real talk.
It ain't never been like that.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like every There is no country that's great. If you got bloodshed on your hands, if your country was built by blood, on the backs of others and on their blood, your country is not great.
Nah.
None of them. None of them. I don't care if it's America, Russia, whoever. It's not great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like these agendas and things like that, even though they've already said most, and the reason I sat back and watched everything and was like, okay, it's really no point to talk about these things because one, it's a million other people doing it, but the way they're pushing it is to arouse people. They're doing it to have people rebel against the secular authorities and cause chaos and commotion.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? Lead people into their doom. You know what I'm saying? But like, I would much rather talk about it in the sense of, like we always say, to hell with they plan.
Word.
They plan is nothing. I don't care if they had a plan if somebody said they had a plan to blow up the earth and was going to try it, they wouldn't succeed because in the scriptures, God said he's never going to let man ruin the earth. Never.
And he said not that they ain't gonna form no weapon, but in the Bible it says no weapon formed against you can prevail when you're in Christ.
Right.
So
they gonna they're
gonna make and manufacture things to put
all kinds of things
to make fear. When you promote fear, like you was talking about a little earlier, now you can invoke other laws that take away a man's freedom. Now you can invoke this thing called martial law, where it limits now your freedoms that you had it as usual. You don't have those no more. And so when they create a chaos, and then they're the hero, you know what I'm saying? They're able to do those kind of things like that. Now people got to have a curfew, or you checking in like this, and whatever it is that they say goes. And they have a law that they do, almost like the amendments. You know what I'm saying? I got to look up the name for that too. You know what I'm saying? It escapes me right now, but it's almost like the amendments what they do, because it's almost like a never-ending law. So they could just write something in. So as long as you are, they created chaos and then the people act wild and now they got the martial law, now they can do anything to you. You know what I'm saying? Your rights are stripped, and that's where they really want to get it to create something so they can come back and be the hero.
Bro, the phase of this world that we are in the phase of this world that we in, the last of the last days, I call them. They don't. The powers that be, they don't. We're gonna start seeing a lot of things come out. They don't have to really have to hide their agendas no more, because, like I said before, their part is done. Mm-hmm. You gotta understand who they're working for, bro. They're working for the devil.
Word.
Their physical part in handling the world affairs is done. The devil is in the driver's seat now.
Real talk.
That's why you see catastrophe after catastrophe, earthquake after earthquake, flood after flood, war after war. People hungry out here, and there's enough food on this earth for everybody to eat 1,000,000 times over.
They throw away food at restaurants every day.
These people don't care, and this is why we shouldn't try to fight them. We shouldn't try to rally against them, because these people, they don't care about the injustices.
Right.
They don't care that people over there hungry. Mm-hmm. Their plot is they're preparing for something nobody is paying attention to.
Real talk, bro.
These people, the United Nations, and all these world rulers, they are preparing to go to war with God.
Yep.
They are preparing. They actually think that they are going to be of some kind of
match or something,
force against God.
Well, that's what their master is telling
This
them.
is why we can't, they already looking past us. Like I said, this is past them. Their minds is locked on what their God is telling them to do. Exactly. Straightforward. That's why the devil's on TV now.
Man, a
This
few
nigga's
shows.
at the music awards. This nigga's he got his own TV shows.
Yeah. Movie is a movie of the El
Making
Diablo.
the devil seem like he the coolest thing in the world.
Man, I told you I sent you that thing, Carl's Jr. You know what I'm saying? They had that hamburger, El Diablo hamburger, for $6.66.
I
Cut it out. You know what I'm saying? Where they do that at?
I saw that.
And in Revelation, that same number is in there. You know, and people playing in games and stuff like that, taking Vogue pictures on these on a red horse, the pale horse, the white horse, and the black horse. If you don't know what you're doing, know what you're doing, because you're sending signals out and ain't even apologetic about it. But, you know, like CBS said, you know, when the Grammys was going on, let's get ready for some, what they say, we finna have some good service in here, a good worship. Good worship. When they was going off of that one dude's show, what's his name? One of them cats, you know who he was, wore the devil stuff on
Sam Smith,
there.
yeah.
There he is.
I think so.
I was showing you the thing where Eli Musk go over there, you know what I'm saying? He goes to the awards with his vest on. You know what I'm saying? In the middle of his thing, so it's like they banging this right now. Yeah. So they've got movies. They got a movie called Lucifer on TV. Every time you turn around, there's a witch show.
And it ain't just started though. You know what I'm saying? Because they like when I told you when I realized the content that was on our album covers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like the company pretty much put those graphics together and showed us, and we was like, okay, yeah, that's cool. That look dope. That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
Even with my Thug Mentality album, when they had me stand behind them horns, and I didn't know what none of that meant, bro. But I'm like, yo, that look dope in the picture. Let's do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, then I get to reading all these the devil horns, and I'm like,
yeah,
bro. I'm like, these dudes straight tried to set us up.
They tried to have y'all.
But see what they did though. See, this is the thing though. We had the song about the Ouija board.
Okay.
They mistook that as us being devil worshipers.
Right.
And I say, bro, every song we've ever made, we talk about what we experienced. That game was a board game we played when we was 12 and 13 years old. Mm-hmm. And we was messing around up in my attic and played with it. And my mama kicked every last one of us out the house.
Real talk, Miss
Just
Linda.
like, all y'all, get out my house now.
Word.
Me, Lay. It was me, Lay, Busy, and one of our other dudes.
Right.
Bro, kicked her straight out the house.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? So it ain't just started. They've been trying to.
Find a way with
why do you
music.
think, like hip hop is not the number one genre in the world for no reason. The devil clings to what's working.
Right.
If hip hop says it's cool, the world says it's cool. If hip hop said don't wear that, that's out of style. You wear this. You're not gonna wear that. You're gonna wear this.
Real talk.
What hip hop say goes.
Made a man
it's
change his
controlling
beard.
the culture. Who's ever controlling the culture right now has the world's attention. So let me spread my little stuff on in there. Some of them gonna do it. I know they're gonna do it. We're gonna pay them a lot of money.
And you know what? And that's why I'm glad y'all did that song Crossroads. Sad Easy passed though, but I'm glad y'all did Crossroads, because even when a lot of people heard that, they said, them boys ain't on no devil stuff. I know that's before that, I actually was thinking that same things too. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, first of all, this pattern, where'd that come from? You know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen nothing like that. Then when they saying those things, I'm like, it must come from there. But when you hear the song Crossroads, I was like, ain't no way in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That show for a lot of people on the whole world too at the same time. It was like, man, them boys is trying to be manipulated. And to me, that's why I think that the industry stopped riding with y'all, because y'all fan base is too cold for it to fall.
Bro,
but the industry stopped riding with y'all because y'all didn't fulfill that plan. What you think?
They thought we were going to be their evil little messengers.
The way you said it, it's crazy.
They thought they was gonna mold us and to do what, you know what I'm saying, to go the route they wanted. Bro, we rebelled so many times till they finally said we can't control them.
Word.
Then they start saying, oh, they dysfunctional, they on drugs, they all this stuff, they drink too much.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't control us.
Oh, that's
You're not
crazy.
gonna tell us how we should be looking and what we should be saying on the record. Easy did not do that. He came from the jump. He came in and said, y'all do what y'all want to do. If the record flop, it's on y'all. Man. I'm a guide y'all, tell y'all, if you know what I'm saying, but if y'all put it out, y'all to blame.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like, they couldn't control us, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's a part of agendas.
Huh?
It's a part of them same agendas. You know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
definitely.
Whether it's the 21 with it or anything like that, to be able to have young people go away from God, go away from lawlessness or anything like that, to fill up their jail systems. Because we did a show, and we won't go all into that now, but we know that they both, the Sony and all of them, and Warner and all those people bought private prison systems. So their job is to put you in prison by these publications and these people that they keep putting out.
Oh yeah, we did a show. We did a show about that. If you have not seen it, it's a must see.
Yeah,
you gotta go see it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep it 100. It's really no solid evidence on that letter either. That's just a person said he was at a meeting, he did da. Story could be true or it can't. But I know one thing.
Yeah,
I've been a student of hip hop since I'm the same age as hip hop.
word.
I've been a student of hip hop in every phase it has been through. I know exactly when it changed and when a certain kind of sound was ushered in, and that's all you heard.
Yep.
I know exactly when it take place, and those timetables match up.
Sure do.
Those timetables match up like almost identical. So, like...
And I'll be damned if we ain't looking at the evidence right now.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at, is Doja Cat a rapper? What is she? What is that?
I don't know.
Whatever that is, look at the video. If we not looking at evil in his presence and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And you made the video. I ain't talking about you. You know what you do. You know what I mean? So we looking at this kind of thing, the agenda that they want to push. This, if it ain't violence, sex, you know what I'm saying, promiscuity, drunkenness, or whatever it is, or just being out of your mind, or just being or your ops, getting at your ops. When the hell did music become that? Especially rap music. This thing was born so that we could express ourselves in a cool way. Of course, it's competition and this and that, and it's going to grow. I don't expect everybody to do the same kind of rap stuff, but at least we had a choice. Like you said, we knew when music changed. Where is KRS-One from back then? Poor Righteous Teachers, you know what I'm saying? People that were saying things, X-Clan and all that kind of stuff like that. They made sure there was no more of that so that they could usher in a bunch of young people. That's why this is the only game that they'll say, you know what I'm saying, older men need to retire from, like we sprained our knee or something like that.
Yeah.
They just know when we get older, we're going to say something wiser because we don't think like no drunk 21-year-olds no more.
Yeah, like we injured our vocal cords or something.
Blow it up, man.
He tore his vocal cord.
Yeah, and this is a part of the agenda of the whole continuous thing of it. So conspiracy or not, we not worried because we have a greater master to answer to.
And that's what this all boils down to. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when we first did it back then, I was gung ho, like, oh yeah, they doing all this. We finna put he about to put them on blast. Let's go. But then I started doing more research, and I'm like, they been doing this, and ain't nobody paid attention. So the plan is already in motion.
Full effect.
It's already in motion, and the plan, I guarantee you, ties in some way to Bible prophecy if you sit down and you look.
Yeah.
Because everything that's going on right now is tied into prophecy. You have to look, you have to read. And people that say, they don't believe it because they say man wrote the Bible. I'm gonna tell you from reading the Bible 3 to 4 times, the entire Bible. Each year I read it from the beginning to the end. And man don't write like that.
Nah.
Man don't write like that. Man cannot predict things that is happening in this world that was written centuries ago.
Word up.
You know what I'm saying?
And you said something good last time too. You said usually when man writes a story, he's the winner in the end. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like if the Bible, I'm gonna say this again because this got to be driven in your head, because if the Bible was written by man and they're using it to oppress us, like they lose in the end.
Yeah.
The Bible tells us constantly, do not trust in man.
Yeah.
Do not follow them. If they was trying to oppress us, they would not let us read this book.
Period.
They not gonna follow us. You know what I'm saying? You gotta start using your mind, bro, like for real, because we can't just let people tell you, you know what I'm saying? Like we said, like When I talk to people who say, well, I believe in God, but I don't believe in the Bible. That's impossible.
It don't even go together.
Because we all first learned about God from the Bible. Even if your parents told you about God, they learned it from the Bible.
Yep.
If they didn't, their parents told them, they learned it from the Bible.
Yep.
Without the Bible, there is no God. So you can't believe in God and not believe in the Bible. It's impossible.
Yeah, that's one of them. What that oxymorons is what people be saying or something like that.
Yeah, and anybody who say, it was written by men, like I said on the last show, when I asked dude, I said, if you feel like that, bro, come sit down on the table with us and prove this to me. Show me where this is written by men, and I will be willing to bet my life we will be here the rest of my life, you trying to prove this to me.
Right.
I guarantee it's not going to happen.
Yeah, to usher God out is a part of their agenda. That's why they took it out of school. They voted on that. You know what I'm saying? When these people meet, they be thinking that they're meeting on the better behalf of the community because we don't know what we thinking about. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what we ought to do. We just sheeps going around, and they think that they're leading because of some of the power that they're bathing in right now. You know what I'm saying? But they know all of this crooked rules that they make and all these agendas and everything. And I want, if any of y'all that's making these laws, look at this show, I want you to really think about this a whole bunch because all these Legos going to fall down. It's not going to last. The same ditch that you digging is going to be, you know the story?
Yeah.
And that and I hope that you do have a transformer mind, you know what I'm saying? A metanoia. I learned that word is pretty cool. So that means you changing your whole thought process and going another way. But I do hope that they have a change for that because it ain't gonna last.
Not gonna last, man. Just a few more words on this whole agenda thing. Like we said, don't worry, don't get your underwear in the bunch.
Right.
Worried about these people's plans. Like God said in the scriptures, you will hear of rumors of wars. Mm-hmm. Do not be alarmed.
Do not be afraid.
These things must take place. See everything. That's another thing Lord. People don't understand. Everything that's going on right now today, everything we see going on TV, like I said, is Bible prophecy. It has to happen.
Yeah.
It is nothing man can do to stop it.
Yep.
These things has to happen because it's part of his prophecy. He said these things have to happen, and then the end will come.
Yep.
So these things are happening. What's next? The end. So pay close attention, man. Don't worry about these people's plans. Don't get caught up in this politics. Because politics is going absolutely nowhere.
Yeah.
The Democrats and Republicans can't even decide with each other how they gonna look out for us.
Real talk, man.
They fighting with each other. How they gonna look out for the people who ain't got nothing to eat?
Yeah.
Who ain't got nowhere to live or sleep? How they gonna look out for them when they arguing about who's gonna be the leader up in here?
Real talk, man. A house divided will never stand.
Like straight up, you know what I'm saying? And what's real is sticking to God, finding out what his word is, finding out what his purpose is, because he has a purpose for everybody.
Yep.
It ain't one person walking around this earth that does not have a purpose. People may think they don't. But everybody has a purpose here. You're not here for nothing.
Word up.
You know what I'm saying? We just want to get this message to y'all, man. Thank y'all for lending us your ear.
Oh, yeah.
Always joining us. And if y'all have any questions or any suggestions or things y'all want to hear us talk about, y'all can email us at truthtalksonlytruth@gmail.com or hit us up on IG at thisistruthtalks. That's at this_is_truth_talks. Make sure y'all get at us, man. And always remember, the truth is always talking.
You just got to shut up and listen.
Talk to us, let the truth talk, truth talk.
It's always talking.
You just gotta listen.
Real talk that we talk about. It's always talking.
You just gotta listen.